here at the Reggae World Unity Festival, and of course we just saw a wicked performance for the one and only Mr. Vegas. That I do, and him, trust me, him bless the place, him take away the place, him do everything with the place at the Reggae World Unity Festival. What's going on, Vegas?
Yo, first of all, I just want to thank God Almighty, for everything. You see me I say? The concert, I love the turnout. First year, trust me, it go on good.
Well,
I was even surprised, at the turnout, trust me, big time.
Well, lineup have something to do with it,
Well, of course, but in the middle of January, yesterday cool and the place feel chilly and everything. So, trust me, the people them really turn out, and it took me by surprise, trust me.
It was a very diverse crowd. It wasn't even regular, it's a whole heap of different kind of people.
About it, and you have people there for everything. So as an artist, when you're doing a show, you just feel a vibe there, and you just realize that even if you sing an Alton Ellis or if you play a Bob Marley, the people are into it, So, it was a well-rounded crowd,
All right, let's talk about you. Let's start with last year, Jamaica 50.
Right.
Sweet, Sweet Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
How did that go for you? And you also did the collaboration. How did that come about?
Well, the whole album is dedicated to the 50th anniversary. Sweet Jamaica was the lead single of the album. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, the album Sweet Jamaica. It's in stores, of course, and it's doing really, really well, And of course, Sweet Jamaica was the lead single. We did a double disc, we did a dancehall disc, and we did a reggae disc. Just to show people, where Mr. Vegas' inspiration, comes from. Let's take them on a musical journey, like 30-something track on the one album,
And a lot of people don't even know the original voice of Mr. Vegas, which he touches on this album.
Right.
If you don't have it, original voice.
Right, that's why I say, we really take them, on a journey, where Mr. Vegas' inspiration comes from, like people like, Barry Salmon and Dennis Brown and, Barrington Levy, Tootsie Bert and those great artists, Tenasa, that is where my inspiration comes from, Sanchez, so it's just good that I could really show it on this album.
Giving them a run for the money. Now, how long have you been in the business? Nike here all the way up. What kind of time period?
It's been since '97, and of course, as I said before, we just thanks to God Almighty and the fans them, that still support Mr. Vegas and you people that still play the music. Because sometimes people complain and say, certain things not happening, but we have to give thanks to the people who still have good ears in the music, A
lot of people don't know, In 1998, this gentleman sold more albums than any other dancehall artist, more than Bounty Killer, more than Medium Man, more than more than any other artist, won a mobile award, all that is the European Grammy.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that year where you really toppled everything.
Well, it was a really good year with Head's Eye album. And of course, it was an independent label in England.
Green Sleeves.
Right. So we have never had the opportunity to have like a major, promoting Mr. Vegas' career. It's always been like, like Green Sleeve was there with Head's Eye, Delicious Vinyl, with Pull Up album, then myself now with Broke It Down album, with the Sweet Jamaica album, with Broke It Down on it, and all them songs, So, but we give thanks, and we work hard. Always out there working,
What would the 2013 Mr. Vegas tell the 1997 Mr. Vegas?
That I'm still around.
What some of the factors that kept you still around?
Well, just being humble, and of course, having good people around, good, because sometimes, we forget the other side of the music, the musical side of it. Like on Broke It Down, you have Titimus, that play the beat,
Right.
And on Head's Eye, you have Danny Brown,
Yes.
And Hot Girl today with Shampoo, you have Steely and Clevie.
Right.
So sometimes we don't speak about the other side of the song, But I'm just blessed to work with those good producers.
Now you're looking from 97 till now.
Right.
Amazingly long career.
Right.
What is the future for Mr. Vegas?
Well, we just keep doing music and leave that to God Almighty, Some days rough, some days smooth. Some journey have humps. So we just keep working and just leave the rest to God Almighty. Right now we're in the studio working on an album. It's like a more spiritual album, It's like an inspirational album, and I think people's really gonna enjoy it because, I just like that. I just like performing that side on stage, and we keep doing different things. I'm not gonna come back with the same album like Sweet Jamaica, So I'm always coming with something different.
Comes on first.
Yeah, man. But there's songs on it that is not just about the 50th,
True.
So of course, we just like to be different, yeah.
Now, what was the inspiration for the spiritual album? I mean, the whole world kind of knows you were dealing with some difficulties last year. What was the inspiration for the inspiration?
I've always been like that, I am blessed. you know, up there.
Yep,
You know,
yep,
I grew up in the church, you know.
Which church?
I went from, like, you know, Church of God of Prophecy in Parks Road, where I got baptized as a young kid because I saw everybody doing it and I thought it was cool, you know. But I just love God, you know, and of course, you know, some people might say, why is a sinner here pray? Why is a sinner here pray God? But we are all sinners, you know. You know, every day, even the pastor man of the church sin sometimes. You know, so you know it's important to always put God first, you know. So this album is it's not gospel, it's not one-sided. It's like even a sinner man can play it and care, you know.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Now tell me something. When you started, you were technically sound as a pure singer.
Right, like Sanchez, because that was my inspiration.
Right.
You know, like Sanchez, you know.
And the story is legendary. How
Broken jaw. Went to the studio.
And Sing J.
Yeah, man, went to the studio and I couldn't sing like before, you know.
Right.
So, you know, it just took off.
What are the new technically sound things that you had to learn to pull off what you pulled off?
Well, the voice is still there, you know, and of course over time the jawbone healed, you know. But at that time when I went to the studio to sing, I could not project my range because my mouth could not open as wide as I'm supposed to project my range, you know, to use it to project my range. So of course I was singing basically Nike through my teeth.
Right.
So I was like, and it just came out and it worked.
Right.
And we went back to the studio and we did Heads High, you know, and we just said, yo, that style of body, you know. And, you know, it just sounded original. You know, it's just a blessing in disguise.
So glad Sir Jeremy Hardy went ahead anyway, even though the draw they brought.
When I went there, you know, he thought that he was like, you sure you want to do this? And I'm like, yeah, man. You know, because I went to the doctor before the wire was supposed to even be taken out.
Right.
You know, and the doctor reluctantly took the wire out, you know, wires out, you know.
Now, Vegas, in this era,
right.
The last year the reports were Jamaican music sales were down compared to ever.
Right.
How is Vegas going to handle this new era of both social media and people not really knowing how to sell the music?
Well, we have to be careful with that as well, and trying to put the music down because people say it's not selling. We have to find other ways because you have big pop artists who are just giving away the albums online.
That is true.
But they give away the album because they want to sell you something else. So they might sell you a t-shirt, or they might sell you a hat. So we as Jamaican artists, we have to go learn that, you understand, and stop worrying about the sales. What we need to do is do good music. That is what is important. We don't need to watch because that man album sell 5,000, 3,000, 4,000. Because there, at one point I was going to give away the Sweet Jamaica album.
Right, I remember that. Yes, I do remember that.
But I was just worried about giving it away, and people would have thought, you know, it's like desperation, you know.
Right.
You know. So of course, you know, now that I've proved that I can put a good album out, maybe the next one I give it away, you know. But of course, you have to find something else to sell people.
Exactly.
Got people into, you know, t-shirts and all that stuff now, so we have to do that.
Mr. Vegas, so you have an album coming up. Can you give us a name of the album by any chance?
I'm not sure as yet because we're just gonna record and take it from there.
You gonna do a thing where maybe the people them get involved with naming the album? I don't know, just a thought.
We don't know, but you know, sometimes, you know, you just in the studio and you might record a song and say, yo, this is the name of the album. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah.
All right, album coming up, we know that.
Right.
10 years from now, because we just talked about 1979 now. So 10 years from now, what's going on with Mr. Vegas?
I don't even know, man, because if you had asked me this 10 years ago, I wouldn't have known either. You know, I wouldn't have predicted this blessing, you know. Come on, a dancehall artist, you know the lifetime of a dancehall artist.
Right.
You know, I'm doing overtime. You know, you know, if you look around at the people that, you know, broke when Mr. Vegas came out. You know, it's very few of us are still current.
That's a real talk.
You know, so we have to give thanks to that, not putting anybody down still. But we know the lifetime because, you know, sometimes a dancehall artist don't last past 6 months and 1 year and 2 years and 3 years. Another artist come and people that's interested in that artist, that new artist.
Exactly.
So it's important for me, you know, when I see like the new artists coming along, I don't fight them, I don't try to put them down, I don't try to push them out. I try to blend my style with their style, you know?
Nice.
Yeah, man.
Speaking of new artists, who are some new artists that you listen to right now?
I'm listening to Renegade. That's my new artist. Reggae artist. Sounds like a young Buju. Sounds like a young Sizzler. Sounds like a young, you know, Everton Blender. You know, it's just like he's going to want to be, you know, the landmark this year, you know, to set back the foundation for the upcoming reggae artists.
What advice would you give Renegade and other upcoming artists?
It's Renegade, you know, like high grade. And of course, you know, he has some good qualities already because he's humble. I would just hope that he stays that way, you know. You know, Nigel Staff.
Nigel Staff. I don't know why you disrespect my interview, sir.
Blessing.
The very talented Nigel Staff.
You can't vex with me. Him take it to right. Here, my God.
The very talented Nigel Staff, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, go on.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah.
And he's right, actually. He did take it. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, man. But
Renegade.
yeah, man, Renegade. People, you know, trust me, and I really want the people to support this artist. Because him work hard, you know. When I'm gonna, if I didn't see the potential there, I wouldn't even sign him, you know. Because I've been doing this for so long, so I can see it. I can see the hunger. I can see, you know, him coming to the studio like, you know, wanting to work like how Vegas is up in the studio working 24/7, you know.
Right.
Yeah, man.
Now, you spoke about Renegade, new artist.
Right.
But you mentioned Buju.
Right.
You have any words of encouragement to come for Buju band?
Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith. Anytime you lose is when you look out for the faith, you know. Yeah, man. So, you know, just, you know, he's good, man. Both people are pray for Buju. And God answer all prayers, man.
Yeah. Because he's blessed. Vegas, big performance, Reggae World Unity Festival. Any last words for the massive them?
Yeah, people just keep on supporting the music, you know. Keep praying for Buju Banton. We're gonna look for him. You know. We just love the vibe and keep supporting the music. That's all we can say, you know. Look out for the album, Sweet Jamaica. Make sure you get a copy. You know, big up yourself.
Sweet Jamaica, Mr. Vegas, Reggae World Unity Festival, Crossover Media. Big up!
Bless.
Papi,